Okay, this is a packet tracer video on testing multi-router network with redundant links. And I have tried this and tried this and tried this to get 100% down here. I never can. I can get 66. So I thought, well, I'm going to make this video and show what I do, check my results. I've tried several different scenarios where my results get screwed up. And then maybe somebody out there in the internet land that watches this on YouTube can give me a heads up of where I was going wrong, because I've tried searching it on the internet and I get absolutely nowhere with it. Or maybe Don, when I have class with my professor, I will ask him, and if so, then I'll remake it. So anyway, let's have some fun. So the first thing I did was I pinged everything to make sure I had connectivity. Then I telnetted into router 1, and I did several different show commands and copied them over to this notepad. So as you can see, I did a show running config and copied it over here. Then I did a show IP route, copied it over. I did a show IP protocol, copied it over. And then I did a show EIGRP topology for router 1 and a show EIGRP interfaces for router 1. Then I did the same tests for router 2, the exact same ones, and for router 3, the exact same ones, and router 4. And then these are my tracer responses. This was a show IP after I did step 2, 3. And then this was another tracer where I was trying to get from PC1 to PC2 and how many steps after I did some other things. So this is another one. And the reason it's all messed up is because I don't have something right. And I've tried several different things to get this right. So we will minimize, well, we won't minimize it. We'll just move this over here like this. And down under here, I believe I got something. This goes to a different one. Okay. So what we're going to do is, all of that was from step 1. Now, this packet tracer, with your book, you get the CD that has packet tracer on it. You open up packet tracer, and this has a PDF file with it. You need to print that PDF file because it gives you more thorough instructions than what this packet tracer gives you, and tells you your IP addresses, which is a super cool thing to get. And it's really cool if you can figure it out. So I bet you that's 0.1. I don't know. Anyway, our next step is step 2, because all this right here was step 1. And we're going to go into the desktop. We're going to go into the terminal. And we're going to remote in, or telnet into router 2 and verify the EIGRP can recover from a routed link failure. So we're going to telnet into router 2, so that would be telnet. Router 2 IP address is 172.18.4.2. And your password is Cisco. You enable it, and your password is class. So what we're supposed to do right now is we're supposed to disable the link between router 2 and router 3 by shutting down the interface FA01 on router 2. So we're going to go interface. We're going to go conf t in TFA0/1, and we're going to type in shut to shut that down. Now you notice this line right here. As soon as I hit enter, those are going to go red. So then we're going to do run. Okay, so just for kicks, let's pull up. This is not quite what I wanted this to do. That's not the one I want. This is the one I want. Okay, so if you see right here, I have 33%. If I go in here and I check results and I go assessment items, my fast Ethernet 01 port status is correct. Okay, now remember that. So we go back into here, and our next step is wait a few seconds for EIGRP topology to converge, which I'm sure it has. Then we're going to do a show IP route. So we have to exit out of this, and do a show IP route. Okay, if I pull back up my notepad, and I pull this over here, and I go back to router 2, router 1, router 3, we'll get router 3, router 2, show IP route. This was another step. Excuse me. You have to excuse me because I've had this nasty crud going around for 3 weeks now. Okay, so this was the first show IP route that I did. And this is the one after we disabled this link and got 33% on our activity. So it's showing that we have 3 EIGRP routes and 1 connected route on this one, where this one we had 2 connected routes and 3 EIGRP. We have 172.18.0.4, which is right here. We have where it has changed is right here. It says 172.18.0.14, and this one is 172.18.4.1. 4.1 takes it through router 1. Then we have this one, which is 0.16, which we have here, and it's now directed through router 1. And then we have 8.0, which is right here, and it is 2. So we have shut this 172.18.0.14 link down. Correct? Which is router 3 FA 0.0. Alright, we've checked all that out. So the next step would be we go to the command prompt and we do a trace cert to PC2. That was good. PC2 IP address is 172.18.8.10. And it pretty much makes it very slow. And actually, it makes it one more step than the first one we did. So if I go down here to the very, close to the very bottom. Okay. This would have been my first tracer, I believe. I could be wrong about that. But that shows us our route. Alright. So that did not change anything with our activity. We're still at 33%. So our next step is to remove the EIGRP from R2 and configure the static routes. So we go back into our terminal. This is where everything goes goofy. we're already into router 2, which is where we need to be, and we need to enable it, and we need to go to conf t, and the next step is enable the link between R2 and R3 by activating interface FA01. Now, that was the one that we just disactivated. So, if I go int fa0/1, press enter and do a no shut. Now I want you to watch over here, right here at this 33%, right there. And I press enter, and I do a do WR 0%. Looky there. Look. So, you go in here and you say, well, what's going on? Oh, well, now it's incorrect. But they just told me to do that. So, the next step is to remove the EIGRP from router 2 by using the no router EIGRP1 command. So we're going to exit this part, and we're going to put no router EIGRP1. Okay? And let's do WR. Done that. Didn't change our percentage any. Then I'm supposed to add a static route. I can never get this one right. And I've tried several different things. So I go IP route. And on the paper, it's 0.0.0.0 space 0.0.0.0 space 172.18.0.4. Correct? Okay. Exit that. No change here. So that means that we have, if we check our results, our static route, which is what we just did, is not correct. Doggone it. So I've tried several things with several different addresses. This is router 2 going through router 3's gateway. So let's try 172.18.0.1, and it's going to be 255.255.255.252. And then we want to put that 172.18.0.4 on there. No. So, I do not know what the deal is here. I've tried all the IP addresses for... Now, maybe... Did our completion change? No. See, we still... it's still not right. So, your guys' guess is as good as mine on this. Because I'm not getting there. But that's what's wrong. And until that one gets right, I can do the rest of it. I can only get 66%. So the next one is that we telnet into router 3. which is 172.18.0.14. Okay, Cisco enable class. Okay, and on this, we're going to go conf t, and we're setting the static route. On this, add a static route to router 3 using the IP address 172. Whoops. Dot 18. Dot 4.0. 255.255.255.0. And it's 172.18.0.13. Okay, watch my percentage down here now, because it's going to go up to 33. Oh, and it isn't if I'm going to make a mistake like that. We're going to go IP route. There we go. Look at that, 33%. Because I got this one right, this static right. So, what's up with that? What is it that I need to do to make this work? Let's go back to exit, telnet, should be this one, Cisco en class, conf t. Now, if I really think about this, I think I want to go 172, whoops, IP route 172.18.4.0. Is that right? .255.255.255.0. We're going to try the same one that we did for the other one. Don't know if that'll work. Just a guess. It's just a guess right now. What would be wrong with that? no clue. So in the last step, after you set these static routes up, which don't work, and I have no clue what they should be. Let's try 172.18.0.1. And it should be 255.255.255.0. 172.18.0.4. Obviously not. I know this isn't right because it's a 252. It's a oh my lord. Seriously? Okay, so if you move on, the next step has you disable that link again between R2 and R3. /1. So you shut that down. Okay, so that's shut down again. And there gives us our 66%. So, and of course, PC1 cannot ping or do a tracer to PC2 because I don't have a static link in here to make that happen. It just goes forever and forever and forever. So unfortunately, on this packet tracer, I did not get my 100%. I do not know why I cannot get that 100%, but I'm sure somebody out there in the world will tell me what I did wrong with this. So, and then I will be glad to go back and do it and get it right. Because at this point, I have no clue. So that, right now, I checked my results, and my static route on this router is not right. So, I will pause. Okay, I didn't find my answers that I was looking for, so this pretty much concludes this video on testing a multi-router network with redundant links that should have worked had I actually knew the right information, which I probably should know. But for whatever reason, I don't know this. I'm not getting it figured out. So, thank you for watching. Have a great day.